Oh. Hello. Hello, good people. I'm done. It's not really making the effective noise, is it? There we go. The doctor will see you now. So, going to paint the cove, and I thought you could keep me company while I did it. You know, so stay tuned, don't stay tuned. I just appreciate you being there. So, first of all, got to that's not going to work. So we've got the paint here. Give it a good old stir, because you know, that's what happens. Paint goes off, needs a stir. That's the way it goes. Right. I'm coming back. I need a bin bag, so you know. Off I pop. Back. It's fine. Back. So a little bit of a shortcut. Save you reusing your buying a tray every time you want to paint. You put a bag of some kind on it. You can pour the paint directly in there. That's the kind of money saving tips that we've got going on here. One person watching, I appreciate you watching. We are literally painting. That's all we're going to do. Maybe you find that relaxing. Oh, out of focus. There we go. Back in focus. So, the Infinity Cove. Basically, when you hire the studio for a day or half a day, we always paint it up and we have people in using the studio. So I want to make sure, it still needs a bit of a stir that, I want to make sure that they get the best experience that they can. So at the moment there's no lights on the cove, other than the workers. Is that an unpleasant noise? What I might do is pop them over for you so you can have a look at what we're dealing with. Bang, 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 and bang. Oop. There we go. Let there be light. And there was light. So that's the cove. It's probably a little bit overexposed for people watching at home. Hello. Back. So we had a van in here. You might not be able to see it, but it's nice little tyre trails on the cove here, because we've got, just behind you there, we have a doorway big enough for vehicles to enter. So, and one did enter. So now we need to paint over those tyre treads. I'm also going to be careful that the mic doesn't fall into the paint. There's that. And there we go. Now this is Roscoe paint that we use. I'm not going to paint the whole thing. I'm not insane. I'm going to paint the floor so that it's usable. And because we've been using this particular batch of Roscoe paint, there won't be a difference between the colour green you're seeing on the wall and the colour green that'll be on the floor. Sometimes if you start mixing batches, you start getting different tones. But because we're near the bottom of this one, so I know the walls will be the same batch. And look, I've really treated you guys, because this is a fresh roller. Unfortunately, because it's a fresh roller, it's a little bit immovable. Right. This is literally all I'm going to do. You probably can't even see me from this angle. Just be aware that I am painting. Now, I really wish I'd got the chat up. You could ask me questions. I'm going to see if I can do that, although my laptop is about to die. Because, you know, there's 2 people gripped to this live stream. You know what? I'm going to go see if I can get onto YouTube where the viewers are. Live. Oh, there I am. Here we go. Hi everyone. Oh yeah, no, Josie, I appreciate it. It is something nice. It's just painted. It might be quite relaxing for you. I'm streaming to Instagram. Don't know if anyone's watching there. I'm streaming to the Facebook page. Don't know if anyone's watching there, but I know we've got people on YouTube, and I appreciate you joining me for this painting thing. I'll keep checking the messages. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. We're currently in Manchester. That's where you're looking. You're live streaming the studio. Here we've been in business since 2003. We've had the studio since 2006. So that's like 20 years now. This is our biggest space, the Infinity Cove. And as you can see, it needs constant attention. Like I say, we had a van in the other day that was here for a short film that was being made, which is always nice to see a bit of creativity like that on the short film front. I might have vanished off screen there, but trust me, I'm still here. But I appreciate you keeping me company while I paint. It's coming up to, feel like a DJ, about 5 o'clock in the evening here. I don't know where it is, where you guys are watching from, what time it might be. This is special green screen paint for filming green screens. Now, special means that they charge quite a lot of money for it, obviously. But it does differ from the kind of paints that you'd normally buy green, because it's got tiny little particles in that are non-reflective. That's why the light doesn't bounce back. So if you use normal paint, sometimes it's a little bit too shiny and that light bounces back right down the lens of the camera, and before you know it, you've messed up your green screen shot. So we want to make sure that the people who come here to use the space leave with the best possible key that they can take with them in the edit and make something nice. Or at least feel like they're getting their money's worth. So that's another reason why we repaint the cove after every hire, because these little black marks, these tyre tracks, you'd never be able to key them And rather than charge people for the luxury of me giving them a good service, we just tend to include it in the hire cost. Running out of paint in this bucket already. Right, nearly halfway. So I like to tell myself, gonna go and check the messages, find out how many people are watching, find out if anyone said anything nice or nasty, let's find out. Oh yes, so like I say, it was a short film. Someone's asking what it was that was here. It was a short film. It was actually, I don't know, I'm giving away spoilers. It was about a werewolf. You don't get too many werewolf movies these days. I'm trying to think of the last good werewolf movie that I saw. Struggling a bit. Snowy something. You're in Ireland, you hate it over here. What's wrong with Ireland, Josie? I've never spent a considerable amount of time there, but I hear nice things. There's actually a footprint high up on the wall there. What do you think happened there? When I say footprint, I mean of a boot, not like a werewolf footprint. That'd be a little bit more worrying. But scary. It wasn't a real werewolf. I didn't actually see the werewolf. This was more stuff in the car prior to the werewolf appearing, I feel. Well, it was a van, really. I'm going to start splitting hairs. Normally I follow a bit more of a precise pattern than this. I'm just kind of willy-nilly, I think is the expression at the moment. I don't seem to have a set pattern for filming. I just seem to be, or painting rather, I just seem to be painting all over really. No, it wasn't a real werewolf. Is that why you don't like Ireland? Are there too many werewolves in Ireland? Look. It's going all floppy, me there we go. Right, so the next people are in, I think, are also doing a short film. Well, I think it's a game. I think it's the cutscenes from a game. So they're the next people that are in next week. In this space, we've got 3 studios. This is the largest one. Call it Infinity. We have another one, I don't know why I'm pointing, you don't know where it is. But it's a studio called Hush. It's a soundproof studio that's just there. And then through here, behind this, is a nice little makeup room. But it's also a studio we call a Live Suite, which is another green screen space. It's not quite as large. It's good for pieces to camera. So if you ever watch any shows like Below Deck or Geordie Shore or The Real Housewives of Cheshire, when they do their interviews, they're often filmed right here in Manchester. I've missed a massive space there. It's a massive tyre track I've missed there. Dead foxes? I think I've missed something here. What's happening with the dead foxes, Josie? Is this what Ireland's has? A lot of dead foxes? It's putting me right off going. Big footprint there. Just going to nip over to and then go to and then nope, and then nope, and then nope. Pressing the button. There I am again. Well, I don't think there's a lot happening on the live chat at the Facebook page. I'm going to go back to YouTube. I've just run over my sock. 60,000 foxes get killed every year? Is this fox hunting? Or is this on the road? I'm not being glib. Like Alan Partridge, I went past a dead fox the other day on the motorway. Very disheartening. It's another big splodge I've missed there. Actually, I should go back over there. There's quite a big bit over there. This isn't some of my best work, this. For instance, I want to get rid of that. It's a footprint. But I'm getting rid of most of the tyre tracks, which is the main thing. Because, you know, let's face it, if you went anywhere and there was tyre tracks, you'd think, I don't like this. What else can I tell you about the studio? Well, we've welcomed all kinds of productions here. TV, film, corporate productions. If you watch the TV show Gladiators, the BBC one, the opening credits, I shot those right here. We do a lot of live streaming, a lot of live events. Stream from here. As mentioned, we film Below Deck. I film that when they're in town. We are landlocked in Manchester, I should point that out. They don't arrive on a canal boat. We tend to do the pickup shots that they might need for interviews or things like that. I might need to top my bucket up again. Let me have a look on Instagram and see. I don't even think I'm live on Instagram. I think it's just Facebook and YouTube I'm live on. and there's no one watching on Facebook, normally you get a few of the devoted fans. Hello again. I'm working my way around this bit now. It's right at the front here. It's really taking a pounding. It's because as well as the van, obviously you need to bring lights in. So there were lights. Lights means people operating the lights. People mean feet. Feet mean footsteps. Spilt a bit there. I'm going to pay for that later. So what's everybody else doing this fine Thursday other than watching me? What have you spent the day doing before you contacted this Facebook or YouTube page? I'm going to move this here because I'm in a deep worry of standing in it. Believe me, you do not want to stand in a bucket of paint, especially when it's green screen paint. Oh, I'm really pushing my luck here. There we go. So I can see the odd bit that I've missed. I'm just going to go over those. Uh-oh, there we go. Take it back about this roller, it's doing an excellent job. I'm not too good at it, but the actual roller itself is going great guns. Right, I just want to do this side. I mentioned I really skipped doing it. I'm also, don't know whether I'll cut the screen before this, but I also need to pour the rest of the paint back in that bucket, which is good for spillage. Oh, really done here. You can get over without hurting yourself. There we are. Well, not my best work as far as painting is concerned, but certainly not my worst. There's a little chip here. Try and repaint. And we go back over this thing. And I think that is good enough. There's still a bit of paint there. In fact, I can see a massive bit I've missed here. There we go. Maybe another bit there. So I'm only going to do the one coat. I'm going to see how that does. There's plenty of time for me to do a second. one person still watching. Oh, I can't see it, my laptop's dead. What I'll do is I'll give you a quick show of the space before I cut the feed. So, here we go, we're on our way. It's a little bounce boards, black on one side, white on the other, just to bounce a bit of light. And then we have our infinity cove, freshly painted there. Here we go. Floor, give it time to dry, and then I might just do a second coat, but who knows. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it on some level. Take care.